What's up, y'all? Today I'm going to teach you how to do the Crowmobe. Before we get the video started, I just wanted to say that this video is sponsored by Centurion Boats and Hyperlight Wakeboards. Some tricks you're going to want to already know how to do before attempting the Crowmobe are basically just a front roll, a scarecrow, and a toe side wake-to-wake 360 landing wrapped. I do have all of these tricks on my channel. I have a tutorial for all of them, so if you do want to go check those out, feel free. They will definitely help a lot. You're going to want to be about 3/4 of the way possible away from the wake and take a nice progressive medium-ish edge in towards the wake, just enough to get you that nice tripping pop, the same as like a front roll or a scarecrow, a nice straight up, straight down, landing on the downside of the wake pop. Now that you've started that medium progressive edge back in towards the wake, make sure you follow through that edge all the way up and through the very top of the wake. Make sure you're nice and squatted a little bit low at the bottom of the wake. And as you get closer and closer to the top, that's when you're going to want to sort of straighten your legs. Really give it a solid push off that front leg to really get that straight up pop, and it'll really help you trip over. You could slightly back off your edge last second to help you get a little bit more trip, but yeah, just make sure you give it a nice solid push off that front leg to initiate that sort of front roll rotation. Something that does help me with the Crowmobe is whenever initiating the flip part of the trick, I basically try and do more of a two-handed front roll rather than actually doing a scarecrow at the beginning, because sometimes it sort of causes me to rotate my spin too early and I feel like I'm rushing the 360, and then whenever I do that, I end up getting sort of kicked out the back, and it ends up being more of like an ONeill 540 motion rather than an actual flip. So if you do the front roll first and slowly make your way into the scarecrow, this should be a much better axis for the Crowmobe. Now that you have tripped off the wake and sort of started that front roll motion, about halfway through the flip, you can start looking over your front shoulder and moving this handle over to the other side of your body to really get that scarecrow rotation initiated. And after you start coming down from the flip, about 3/4 of the way through the trick, you'll be able to spot your landing nice and early. Now that you have spotted your landing and you're finishing up that scarecrow rotation, this is the point where you can continue pulling that handle all the way over to your lower back. This will help continue that Crowmobe rotation. Make sure you look over this shoulder, keep pulling all the way over to your lower back last second, because you're going to want to land blind very last second to help you be more consistent with this trick. So pull that handle all the way over to your lower back. You'll be able to spot your landing last second. Bend your knees on impact. Make sure you get your chest really over your toes and ride away from the boat, edging on your toes. Just so y'all know, a Crowmobe is a very good first mobe to learn, especially if you already know how to do a front roll and a scarecrow and a toe side 360. So if you can do these things already, make sure you try this trick. It is not the hardest in the world. The most common mistake I see with people doing a Crowmobe is basically them just sort of slipping on their butt. Usually the problem with this is that they're sort of rushing the trick. They'll end up starting the scarecrow too early, and they'll end up on a weird axis and they'll slip on their butt. Another reason you could slip on your butt is that you're not flipping enough. So make sure you have like a nice solid front roll. Make sure you're getting over your toes every single time. Just really getting your chest over your toes is important. And the last reason you could be slipping on your butt is because you might be finishing the 360 too early and sort of dropping out of the sky and slipping on your butt. I think landing blind last second is pretty important, and that'll help you not slip on your butt. I'm just going to give you a quick little summary on the entire Crowmobe. Make sure you get out about 3/4 of the way away from the wake. Take a nice medium progressive edge back in towards the wake. Make sure you follow that edge all the way through and up through the top of the wake. You could back off slightly last second to sort of help you get that trip motion. You can sort of start off with sort of a two-handed front roll to initiate your flip. About halfway through the flip, you can start pulling the handle over to the other side of your body to initiate the scarecrow part of the trick. Once you've gone about 3/4 of the way through the flip, you'll be able to spot your landing. Continue pulling that handle all the way over to your lower back. You'll be able to look down, spot your landing right there, bend your knees on impact, make sure your chest is over your toes, and ride away from the wakes, edging away on your toes. If you guys have any questions about this trick, make sure you comment that down below, or if you are really struggling with the trick, make sure you send me a DM on Instagram, send me a video of your attempt. I'll try and look at it and sort of analyze what you're doing wrong. I'll make sure to try and get back to you and really help you out with it as much as I possibly can. If you guys like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, comment below on what kind of tricks you guys want to learn next, or what kind of videos you guys want to see in the future, and make sure you guys subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.